The NFT and crypto markets are falling. But don't lose hope. This is not the end of our story. Let's unpack why and also talk about some potentially insane, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities that could present themselves over the course of this economic downturn. Over the past couple years, we have seen absolute euphoria and insanity in both the NFT and crypto markets. Stocks and real estate saw explosive growth. We had Bitcoin and Ethereum reaching all-time highs, meme coins creating billionaires overnight, pictures of monkeys and every other animal and fantasy character you can think of began printing cash into people's MetaMask wallets like nothing we had ever seen before. We had millions of people across the globe stuck in their houses during lockdown, exploring alternative investments and learning about crypto and NFTs for the very, very first time. Views on investment channels skyrocketed. Keyword searches for crypto and NFTs went through the roof. Elon Musk was tweeting about a dog coin, and Tesla and SpaceX were buying millions of dollars of Bitcoin. News articles and celebrity endorsements added crazy amounts of fuel to the fire. And on top of all that, the United States of America printed so much money over the last few years that all of a sudden a huge influx of cash landed in people's pockets, and they wanted to do something with it. They wanted to make some life-changing gains that they had seen in news headlines and on Twitter and Discord. The saying, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful," rang true. Elon Musk and Tesla began selling their Bitcoin, and we started to finally see the cracks in this market start to show. People started to panic. The price of Bitcoin and Ethereum plummeted by 30 to 50% over the course of a couple months. Inflation became the main word on everyone's mind. We started to see headlines talking about irresponsible money printing and how that might affect the economy. We started to hear the word recession being brought up more and more, and then it started happening. The Federal Reserve started raising interest rates. Inflation came in at 9.6%, the highest in many, many years, and all of a sudden people went on the defensive, selling NFTs and crypto in droves to protect their bags. The snowball effect was in full motion, and people started to realize the government didn't have any other choice but to continue to raise rates until the 2% inflation target was well within sight. At this point, the US government will most likely do anything and everything in its power to get inflation back down. That could very well mean a prolonged recession where people are generally more risk adverse and just look to save every last dollar they can get their hands on. If the government doesn't continue to raise interest rates, they'd risk prolonged and entrenched inflation, which would overall be much worse for the already struggling non-1% of America. So what does this mean for you? This means it's time to exercise patience. Make sure you have an emergency fund and a stable amount of income that's coming in on a bi-weekly to monthly basis. For me, it's time to start dollar cost averaging, scaling back into markets so I can take advantage of what's likely going to be one hell of a ride. Dollar cost averaging isn't particularly exciting. It is pretty boring, but can pay greatly if you expand your time horizons to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years instead of looking for that quick money, that fast money. That doesn't necessarily mean there isn't fast money to be made. Quite a few NFT collections and shitcoins continue to make people money throughout the bear market. But if you want in on this, it requires proper timing and whitelists, and you'll need to be part of certain Discord groups to make sure you can take and really fully explore those opportunities. You can fill out the waitlist for mine in the description of this video if you're looking to get involved with me and what I have going on. My guess is we will see a prolonged economic downturn. And frankly, the longer things go on and the prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum stay around these levels or continue to drop lower, it really gives us more time to scale back into markets, to grow a position in these assets that historically have given people many X's for people who have just been able to buy when things are low, when people thought crypto was dead. When you were seeing news articles everywhere about this scam and this crypto and how far this has fallen and stocks going to zero and real estate crashing and the 2008 crisis happening again, all of this craziness, this is usually the time to buy. Historically, this has been the time to buy. Obviously not financial advice, but for me, I will be using this FUD to my advantage, buying into these assets at a discount and riding the wave all the way until potentially years from now, where I can reap the rewards of my patience and conviction in these markets. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the very next one. Peace.